Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 16 of ROCKHOLD, The Gift of Shadow. So, we are going to continue our endeavors to build up that castle. I have taken the liberty of digging out this area here, which will be our library. We'll work on that today. I also have dug out a new area here. There's going to be a new dining hall over here. And all in all, well, the city grows, the city expands. We're going to continue our endeavors today to pave our way up here. I still have huge issues with just finding my idea on how I want to build this castle, so I fell in love with the idea that we're just going to kill off all the trees on the surface that are standing in the way, and we're just going to put down a lot of floor stone blocks, and as soon as I have paved enough of the way, I'm pretty sure that it'll be a lot easier to make up an idea on how I will draw my castle lines. So, it's the main things that we have to do today. It's very important. So, oh, there's body parts lying around there. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, so the city itself is going really, really well. There's one thing that we need still to do today, and that is setting up the new farms. I'm not entirely sure if they are really necessary after I have discovered that my planter had way too many side jobs, but, well, I just want to make sure that we have really more than enough things to brew, because it would be a shame if not. This place is a rich place, and we don't need to suffer any shortages. So, on the other end, we have now gem cutting happening all over the place. General work orders, 0. And we are going to start decorating our bookcases. So, Zas is now on the job and starting to put jelly opal cabochons on the walnut bookcase. So, that's going to be a really, really nice thing. I mean, come on. Jewel-encrusted wooden bookcases, that's pretty fancy, isn't it? So it also upgrades the value of these quite decently, and the next wave of newcomers. So let's check out new arrivals. We have Libash, the animal trainer. We have nobody else. It's a very low amount of new arrivals. I'm pretty sure I have derped out the moment. So, well, I think it is about time to put a couple of the newcomers' animals on the pastures again. Yeah, I forgot a few of these. Yeah, here. Last episode I should have done that already, or the one before. Okay, so for today I want to try the dry run for my water trap, pun intended. So we're going to go and see now how it works. I mean, this is the alternative entrance, and the idea is that I got enough water up here to flood the entire place. If not, our entire system is not worth anything. So, let's see. Looking good so far. So, yep. Working as intended. Everything in that room would be dead now, if there'd be anything down there. Wonderful. So, that is good news. That's really good news. We just need to load up the weapon now with a new water charge, and then it's ready to go once more. Okay, but first, let's test the drain. With weapons like these, I find it absolutely mandatory to try out whether or not they fully work. It would be a real bummer if, in the face of the enemy, that whole thing would just not work out anymore. Not work out at all, however. So, the Miners Guild wants a guild hall too, so that's always a sign that your city grows more and more sophisticated when the requests for guild halls come along. And so, we'll do that, of course. Okay, so I think eventually this will hit this chamber here, and then we can just wait for it to evaporate. So that means everything works just as we want it to work. Wonderful. So the only thing that's left to do after that is that we need to fill up this place with water once more. But as things stand right now, there is a pretty low likelihood of the drowning chamber being needed anytime too soon, simply because so far the glass traps have eviscerated any enemy that came too close. So I don't think that there will be much need for that. So the Guild of Abysses. Wow, what a fancy name. So we're going to go here and yeah, this one. This place, right next to the caverns. This is where we are going to have the Miners Guild Hall. Yes, it's a little bit off-grid and all, but it's exactly fitting to this place. We're also excavating a few more boulders of chert this way. Let's see how much opposition the aquifer will give us here. All right, looking good so far. So I'm making this as large as we possibly can. Whoopsie daisy, we don't want to dig accidentally into the aquifer. There we go. Brilliant. We even got ourselves a little gemstone vein. Alright. So we're going to use that gemstone vein and build ourselves some windows. Probably will do a lot of heavy lifting here. Oh boy. The metalsmiths want a guild hall too. Jeez. Today is the day of the guild hall. Alright, well, we'll tackle that. Luckily, guild halls are just a small nuisance. It's all nice and dandy as long as it's just a normal guild hall. Things become really troublesome when it's a grand guild hall. So the metalsmiths, of course, will get their guild hall down here. I cannot think of any more fitting place than that one here. They will, though, have to live without a proper magma magma metalsmiths. What? I'm at a loss of words for all of a sudden. It's Magma Forge, actually. Okay. I suddenly didn't know how it was named anymore. Anyways. Sudden lapse of these things is okay. Alright. So walls will get smoothed out, and that will be the Miners Guild. Hidden below the entrance to the caverns. I find that extremely good. The Murky Towers. And we're now going to construct ourselves a couple of gemstone windows. So we got the jelly opal. Quite a lot of them. So let's use that. Come on, place down the last of them. There we go. Same for both. And the stoneworkers too. Jeez. You guys, all at once. But I must say, our numbers have grown substantially. So, let's see. Libosh! The good old engraver from the other place. Okay, so a lot of the main cast of the previous season has found their way over here, which is fantastic. But it also means that I never had 3 guild halls at the same time. So, well, Libash for herself is a legendary engraver as well, so we're definitely going to book her for this gig here as well. Turns out the legends from the other place are now also eager to join us here and continue their work where it is most needed. Lovely. All right, so we're seriously not prepared for this. I mean, come on. We don't even have enough schist blocks. Good thing that I did mine out in the previous episode that many of them. So that's gonna be the Metalworkers Guild Hall. Metalsmith Hall, that's that. Oh, we need to open up the Miners Guild for everybody as well. Oh boy, and a moody dwarf can't find their stuff. So many things happening all at once. So yeah, I guess it must be the Tanned Hides? Seriously? So... no, got that. Plant cloth? No, we got that too. Maybe not in the amounts that I'd like it, but metal bars? No, we got that too. What's the matter, boy? Bones. Probably we ain't got enough bones. That might be the case. Because that's really the only thing that I see on his list that I haven't checked yet. So, body parts. Bone. Well, turns out bone is the thing that we're lacking. Okay, so we're going to slaughter... what exactly? So... I don't want to eradicate all of my livestock here accidentally. Okay, so let's see if the slaughtering of the goat does the trick. So... the goat has been slaughtered, and obviously... what's the matter? So, well, I don't quite get it. So, let's see. Mood. So, any plant fiber cloth, any bones, any rock blocks, any logs, any leather, any metal bars, any leather. So, I don't quite get it, except for it's even more of the bones, but you see we have pigtail cloth, which is plant cloth. And, well, it is in the doctor's box, but I can't imagine that this is the real hindrance here. So we can't do one thing, though. Geez, so much chaos all of a sudden. Ugh. Well, so we surely will be able to find some living pigtails here. That sounds oddly wrong. Well, we're just going to collect the entire cavern here. So the good news is our draining system works. Works wonderful decently. I really don't know, though, why we got this this problem, though. There's one thing that I want to try now. So, when we go over to the hospital, and we're going to lower the amount of desired cloth. So, if it is truly plant cloth, well, obviously that ain't the problem either. So we surely have logs, and we have leather. I am really bamboozled by this one. So... obviously our plant collector has trouble getting here because the water hasn't spread far enough yet. Ugh. So we can't slaughter yet another animal. I mean, we surely got enough of them. So probably we ain't got enough bone yet. But, well... I really got a hard time determining what might be the issue here at hand. So... does Tekhood have a specific preference that might be here the problem? Not really. That is really, really odd. So, well, it's one of those rare occasions, I think, where I have to give in and give up. Oh! The Force of Darkness has arrived. Okay. Them boys trying it again. Well, let's hide in the burrow and see how they do. I mean... oh, we need to lock the doors here, of course. So there's a bit of pigtail there. Dude's trying to make a bed. So... I thought you guys had no allowance here. Well, that's odd. So, well... alright, due to the fact that I locked the door, the goblins are not coming inside anymore. Now they found a path, and now they go into the meat grinder. It's a weird thing, but it works like that. If the goblins find no direct entryway into your fort, they don't bother trying to. So, locking yourself in does only result in not getting anything done here. So the remaining invaders obviously just seem to flee now. It's not even an invasion attack anymore. Alright, so we got that one. And, well, I really don't understand the world anymore. We got all the things that he's asking for. We maybe not have enough, we might be not having enough, cloth, but here, there's even a piece of hemp cloth available, you see. I really don't get it. Maybe he needs both of the pieces of cloth at the same time? Maybe that's it? We'll try by collecting some of the stuff here right away. Feel really bad for the guy, you see. Don't like people dying for a nod. And die he will. So, plant gatherer. Well, we're going to issue Bim and my OG dwarf on that task here. Oh, of course, they can't do anything because they're still assigned all to the burrow. Silly old me. Okay, well then. There is now the Stoneworkers Guild. Alright. Obviously, these guys deserve as much as anybody else. Maybe even more than anybody else, as their works are currently setting up the foundation of the entire castle. That is not how a traction bench looks like. So, alright. The Stoneworkers Guild Hall will be, of course, found back here, where the stoneworkers do their thing. Alright. The outstanding petition here for the metal workers will be no problem at all, I think. Yep. Metalsmith Guild. Yeah. And the Stoneworker Guild now. Okay. So So, after that, I mean, these were all necessary things after all, but I'm quite baffled that it all happened so close together. Usually that doesn't do, that's not the case. So, I really don't know why that didn't work with my poor old friend there. Well, I always hated when people die due to the fact that they can't build their artifact. That gives me the feeling of having failed them, you see. But I really don't know what I could do here now except for ordering some of the pigtail to be collected. I want to make this slate. But I somehow fear that they might be not fast enough. So, canceling out all the many jobs here. Just keeping up with the small ones. Oh, no. Another forgotten beast, a quadruped composed out of black sand. But it's a web spitter, so Bora Hate Hollow is absolutely deadly and absolutely to be respected, because she is a monster. Okay, so last thing we need to get done now is the Stoneworkers Guild Hall. So yeah, I came to build a castle and I stayed to build a ton of guild halls. You never know what you get when you start a game. Okay, so Stoneworker Hall. The Avalanche of Amethyst. What a nice name. So, well... So, let's go one last time to Bortekhood. I mean, this guy is actually legendary, you see. So, plant fiber cloth, bone. We got bone. We slaughtered some animals before. That can't be it. We got leather, we got metal bars, we got logs. We got just maybe not enough plant fiber cloth. It's hard to tell. But, well... A human caravan has arrived, so maybe we can resolve the deal with that? That would be a sweet thing. Let's, bring them a bookcase. As soon as I find it, that is. I think they are... Yes, so... That's the, confusing thing. The bookcases are found in the tools section. So... Oh. One and Bora are deucing it out. So... One. I'm not too surprised that, that went out like that. Two reasons for that. First off, the creature has been made out of sand, and the other thing is that I often have noticed that the webs aren't as effective on Forgotten Beasts as they are on dwarves. That's definitely a trend that I feel like it is a thing. So, oh, a cat has adopted the doctor, and we have now... I don't know what I wanted to say. So, we can now trade. So, of course, that one time when we are really eager to buy some cloth, they don't bring any cloth. Well, that's typical, but what can I do? So we're going to buy all of their food, Maybe not like this. Let's turn it down until the trade grows green. No, I don't want the, I don't want to accept the counter offer. Thank you. Because that is really way more than your turnips are worth. We want to offer you the other one as gift, you fools. There we go. So, yeah, we got ourselves a substantial amount of new food, but, yeah, this didn't get us anywhere in terms of providing the cloth that the dude needs. So, let's see. Processing plants is not happening. Obviously, it ain't necessary. Ah, here, look at that. Somebody's weaving the pigtail into cloth. So, that's the last strand of hope, pun intended, that I got for the situation. So, if this is not kicking it, I really have no clue what the hell this guy is looking for. Ha! Look at him go. Yep. So, obviously, it seems as if the cloth being allocated by the workshops or the hospital is not claimable by moody dwarves. Today I learned. Okay. Nice. Good thing that this has been resolved. I was very, very afraid. Okay, so I think this artifact endeavor has taken up enough time that it counts as our dwarf of the day. Jeez, that was intense. All right. So we got to cleave away those trees here. The thing is, first the trees, then you build, not the other way around. I've gotten myself into such serious ramifications in the past by building too close in the vicinity of the trees and then chopping them. They can be... I have lost entire people because suddenly the blocks that I was working with were not accessible anymore and all. I've had wild things happening, alright? So, let's fill our water trap while we're waiting for the trees to be cut. Alright. Let's pump it up. Love this. It's always making me so happy. This whole machinery here is a really, really nice thing. There we go. I mean, it's really cool to see that the entire machinery, including the drain and all, is working out exactly as I wanted it to. So, let's pull that lever here too, because I want to fill up all the chambers now. Alright, the Moody Dwarf is working. We actually managed to save his life. I'm so happy now. Alright. Come on, plump it up. There we go. So, as soon as that chamber is full, we're going to close the door here once more. And then we can stop pumping here. Now, obviously, we could we could fill the chamber here as well, but well, I don't see that as such a really important task right now. All right, so let's stop that. Look at that. So many people I know are working on the pumps. All right, and that's that. So we have now a locked and loaded weapon there. Nice. So, on the other hand, though, we didn't really achieve much here yet. But that's only looking as if it was the case. So, a pigtail rope. An artifact rope. Now that is really, really cool because we can build a couple of really, really nice things out of that. I'm going to have a look-see on this artifact rope in a second. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to plaster down the structure here, and we're totally not respecting the natural shape of the hilltop, because we're going to adapt the hilltop to the castle and not the other way around. We're just going to build new things wherever necessary and such, but I really need to get all those trees out of the way. We don't have so much timber and such an agitated wildlife. Alright, new people are arriving once more, and that's the end of today's episode, my dear friends. So, yeah, the city is growing and growing and growing. It's a never-ending task for us to bring up more space for them, but before I end, I want to check out Flank Splatter. Okay, so it's a almost 7,000 dwarf books valuable piece of rope, and it's pretty cool that we got it, I'd say. So, thanks for watching, you all. This is going to get us somewhere. We're just getting started here. And I mean, right now, it doesn't look like much. I know. But as soon as we have drawn a few walls around this, and as soon as we have a few more of the siltstone blocks together, this will become quite a fancy place. Drop me your comments down below, leave me a thumbs up if you appreciate it and want to show the algorithm that it should recommend it to other people as well. And of course, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out the description box. You will find so much more Dwarf Fortress goodness there in form of playlists for Sand Walls or the Savage Lands Saga, where I did 5 forts in a similar manner like I did here. And yeah, check out Twitch or Discord. Come on by for a nice chat. I always love to hear back from you folks. And of course, check out Patreon, PayPal, or Buy Me Coffee. I'd be really happy if you'd be also checking out the channel membership system. And yeah, thanks for being around, thanks for supporting the channel, and thanks for watching this video up until the very end. I really appreciate having you folks, and see you all on the next one. Bye-bye!